I'm so excited to be here with our CEO and President of Nature, Sunshine, and Synergy Worldwide, Terrence Moorehead. Terrence, these are exciting times.
They sure are. Yes, good to see you.
It's good to have you here with us. We're really sorry that we couldn't be together with all of our folks in Europe for this tremendous summit, but glad to have you participating from our corporate offices.
Yes, good to be here. Wish I could be with everybody.
So, speaking of not being in Europe, this whole world has been pretty dramatically changed over the last couple of years.
It's true.
Everything is totally different from where we were maybe, or what we thought we'd be 2 years ago. Tell me what has changed in the world as far as our business is concerned.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lynn. 2 years ago, I don't think we would have ever thought we'd be where we are today, just as a society, as an industry.
Sure.
And largely driven by COVID, right, and the pandemic.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of things came out of the pandemic that that we're trying to adapt to and kind of get in line with and frankly take advantage of. Not the least of which is just how consumers are focused on their health more.
Yeah.
And how they're spending kind of more money on nutritional supplements as well. So those are a couple of things that really are, I'd say, almost beneficial to the industry. It's just a good thing that folks are more focused on their health than ever before.
That's really true. In fact, we've had no choice. You adapt,
that's right,
or you don't adapt and pay the consequences.
Yeah.
So on top of being focused on our health, these changes have brought some real economic driving impacts as well.
Sure.
And the opportunity to have your own business and have a side gig, so to speak, really resonates as well in times like this.
No, absolutely. And I think, as we've launched a new set of tools, in particular digital, that's a big component of our strategy. That's a big component of what consumers are looking for. So in addition to being more focused on their health than ever before, consumers are also using digital in order to shop for products, buy products, learn more about their health, more than they ever have before as well. So that new toolkit is really important.
And I want to, on behalf of all of the field, thank you and the board for the investments that have been made in our digital tools and our ability to really come to the current times and future from where we've been in the past.
Yeah, it's been a long road. I know. I know everyone's been patiently waiting for, or crying for and calling for, kind of changes in that area. And again, we're just getting started. We're just getting the ball, kind of rolling. So there's a lot more to come, a lot more tools, a lot more investment behind it, because again, this is just where consumers are today, and we have to keep pace.
Thank you for that. So speaking of where consumers are, in Europe and all over the world, sustainability has become a huge factor.
Sure.
Tell us what your thoughts of the role of sustainability are in the future of Synergy.
Yeah, we've actually taken the move to move sustainability and transparency to the forefront of our business as a foundational principle. So 8 or 9 months ago, we moved Trent McCausland, who's a 20+ year associate with the company, been with us in manufacturing, kind of grew up really in the company. And we've moved him into a leadership role as Vice President of Sustainability and Transparency. And that's a critically important role for our company going forward. Consumers want to know, especially our consumers, they want to know how are their products sourced, where are they made, how are they made, just all kinds of information. How are they tested? And we are one of the few companies in the industry that do our own testing. We do our own sourcing. We do our own manufacturing. Our expertise in small batch manufacturing in particular is really something that sets us out and apart from the industry. And I say that because anybody can come up with a formulation, anybody can put a bunch of ingredients together, but the magic really happens when you start manufacturing those products. And just like a great chef or a great restaurant, they can use the same ingredients and have the same recipes as somebody else, but the difference, and you can always taste the difference.
Absolutely.
And you can tell the difference with Synergy products when you take them, and that's why people stay with us, year after year after year.
There's no doubt. In fact, that's one of the foundations of Nature Sunshine and Synergy Worldwide. However, I think one of our shortcomings has been that we do all these great things, but we haven't done a great job
We
of
never talk about it.
telling people about it.
That's
Exactly.
right. Best kept secret.
So,
That's
so,
right.
so how are we addressing that? What can we do as a company, and more importantly, how can we help our team members in the field get that message out?
Yeah, I do think it's important for us to have that high level of authenticity, to actually walk the walk and do the things that other people talk about, right? I mean, how many times have you heard other companies say, we use only the finest ingredients,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
That's their lead line.
Sure.
Of course, they have no idea what the finest ingredients are, or whether or not they're using them, because they don't source their own products, they don't do their own testing. We do, right? We do all those things. So, and we need to talk about that. And so we're going to try and move that to be much more a part of just our dialogue about our brand, about our company, make sure that information is available to people, and make sure that we kind of shout it out loud. And we count on our distributors to do that as well.
Absolutely. In fact, I think an exciting part of that new role that Trent is leading and working with the Hughes Research Center is the idea of this Clean Label project. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Clean Label really is, it's trying to make sure that we just, do have clean labels. I mean, it's very much what it sounds, right? Making sure that we are using clean ingredients, making sure that we're using pure ingredients in everything that we do. But to your earlier point, it's also making sure that we're talking about it. And so, again, I mean, how many times have you seen other products talk about non-GMO and we're not talking about it, right? And so whether it be non-GMO, keto-friendly, no soy, gluten-free, on and on and on and on. They're just a series of things that that we need to make sure that the consumer knows that they're represented in our products. And whether we put that right on the label or on the website, kind of next to products, we want to make sure that that's prominently shown. Because you got a lot of other companies out there that are using all the magic words, they're saying all the magic phrases, but really they don't know anything about nutrition, they don't know anything about the science behind your health, and they don't manufacture the products. They're just picking stuff off the shelf that other people are using. That's 85% of the market right there, or more. It's actually more than that.
Well, we're pretty excited about this concept. In fact, freshening up our labels, getting that clean data out there, really helping get the word out on how important the sourcing, the manufacturing, all of those factors kick in. But that leads to another piece of our label and our branding as well, and that's our logo, our look and feel.
Sure.
Word on the street is that there may be some exciting things there. Maybe you can give us a little tease.
We're on the street, huh? You've been having your ear to the door, huh?
I think so.
No, as you know, we do have a whole rebranding proposed, and it really is. We want to go to the degree of relaunching Synergy, and really, and it should feel like that, right? Like a rebirth of the brand. And so, as you mentioned, it's new labels, new bottles, new color schemes, new logos, etc. And so it's very exciting. The idea here is to preserve and capture the rich history that Synergy offers, while at the same point in time making sure that we're firmly rooted in where consumers are today and in the future, right? So we just want a live, dynamic brand that really does resonate with consumers, that's truly relevant to how they think about their lives. And so we've got some pretty exciting stuff planned.
Yeah, we're not talking like new Coke, where it's something out of the field. It's a nice enhancement of our existing kind of where we've been, taking it even further forward.
Yeah, it's just, and we've done a lot of consumer research on this.
Exactly.
So we've talked to literally thousands of consumers around the world, and have come up with a kind of a look and a feel that is highly kind of rated by consumers. And I know people will love it.
In fact, some of our top leaders in Europe have been able to see a little bit of a sneak peek of it. And
we did. We gave them a sneak peek.
They are so excited about it. I know each and every one of you will love it. In fact, one of my favorite things about it, Terrence, is that in the past, sometimes I think we've leaned maybe a little too far into science of our products. And that's great. Our products certainly have cutting edge science and deliver incredible results. But it can become a little I don't want to say nerdy, or a little hard
inaccessible.
to share. Inaccessible is a great word.
Yeah, and we want the brand to be accessible to
So we're
consumers.
focusing into a lifestyle kind of
Correct.
focus, and that's powerful.
Yeah, you'll see a lot more emphasis on lifestyle. You'll see a lot more emphasis on kind of vitality and energy. You'll see a lot more around, I would say athletics is going too far, but certainly kind of an active nutrition type of positioning,
Awesome.
which really speaks to, I think, Synergy's history and the Synergy consumer, and in particular that speaks to the European consumer very well as well.
Yeah, I have no doubt this is going to be a very exciting time. And so we'll see some of that coming in the future months and in 2023.
I think you'll start to see the kind of basic trappings of it late 2022 and then right on through to 23. And so you'll start seeing the imagery, probably the imagery first, logos, banners, new color schemes, new creative approach. Now, that's really going to hit in 2023 early.
Yeah.
And then the packaging will follow kind of after that.
Perfect. Well, and all of that, of course, will include the focus that we've already talked about with the sustainability, the clean label,
That's right.
and all of those impacted as well.
That's right. It's sexy stuff, though. It really is.
It's
hot. It's hot.
okay, yeah, we're getting excited now. So with that being said, Terrence, we're very grateful for all that the company and that with your leadership has done to help really drive Synergy forward through these tough times and positioning us into a place where we can finally achieve the kind of goals that we've set as a company. This idea of leaving a legacy, it's an ambitious concept. We're not trying to just dabble in this business. People want to truly transform their lives.
Yeah.
So any final thoughts that you might have for us in regards to the future of Synergy and where we go from here?
Yeah, I think as I think about kind of Synergy, the role it plays in our company, we've got great products, we've got a great pipeline. The pipeline of products that we have that we're working on for Synergy, and I'm not talking about 2027 or some type of futuristic view. I'm talking about 2023.
Yeah.
The pipeline of products that we have coming into 2023 are as exciting as anything that we've ever done. The kind of the imagery, how we're thinking about it, the investments that we're making in Western Europe are bigger and bolder than anything I think we've ever done also. And so, we've got a new ad agency. I say new ad agency, I don't know if we've ever had an ad agency.
Not really, no.
Specifically focused on trying to drive, kind of help us understand customers better, talk to consumers, kind of with a more clarity and more strength. And again, our thinking is that rising tide is going to lift all ships across Europe. So we're making more investments than we ever have in Western Europe. When I look at our portfolio and when I look at the risks that we face around the world, we need to be successful, and we have to be successful in Western Europe. We need a solid business in North America. We need a solid and strong business and a growing business in Western Europe as well. And so we're making the investments necessary to make sure that our people can be successful and that our business can be successful. And I know everyone's been working hard over there.
Sure.
Right? They've been dealing with the pandemic, now then the supply chain, then inflation, then we got the war.
Yeah.
So it's starting to feel like we're piling on, right? It
no
feels
doubt.
a little bit like folks are piling on. But the resilience of our team and the resilience of our company continues to shine through. And we're going to continue to make investments in our business so that we can push through and get to the other side. And I know we'll do that.
I appreciate that. This idea that you mentioned earlier of Synergy being the world's best kept secret, we got to fix that.
Yeah.
And these investments, I think, are a huge step in resolving that. So it's been exciting to hear, Terrence, as you lead our company and have been sharing with the board calls, et cetera, as a publicly traded company, the messages that go out to the world. You've been sharing something pretty exciting, and that's that your focus for the future growth of this company is in huge part directed at Western
Europe.
Yeah.
That's right. We've gone public and said that. we're going to be successful in Western Europe one way or another.
Well, that's
right.
pretty exciting, and I know that that's great news to everyone here listening in.
Yeah.
So, Terrence, thank you again for spending time with us today, for all that that you've done, and all of the corporate team behind you in supporting this this amazing group of folks that is just getting started.
That's right.
So, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thanks, and thanks to everyone on the ground out in Europe too.